banget soalnya hari ini kita kedatangan tamu spesial.
Hello guys.
Welcome to International Office via UI Podcast.
Oke, jadi selamat datang teman-teman semua kembali lagi di International Podcast via bersama Rara dan Haura. Jadi sekarang di sesi kali ini kita bakal ada episode podcast yang beda banget, ya nggak sih Hau?
Betul banget soalnya hari ini kita kedatangan tamu spesial.
Oke, nanti mungkin sebelum mulai kita mulai perkenalin dulu kali ya Hau. Oke. Oh ya, sebelumnya tamu spesial ini baru banget guys, karena sekarang kalau kemarin kan kalau kalian tahu itu dari Timor Leste dan sekarang ini dari Zimbabwe. Okay, sir. Before we start, maybe I will introduce ourselves. Okay, so my name is Rahma Sati and you can call me Lara. And this is my partner.
I'm Haura and you can call me Haura.
Okay, and maybe this is your turn to introduce yourself.
Oke, nama saya Clive Kondo dari Zimbabwe.
Terima kasih. Nama saya Datsun Chimba dari Zimbabwe. Terima kasih.
Okay, this is very interesting. So you guys actually can do blend language, right now, or just a little bit. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Maybe can we just start into the question hub? Okay. For the very first, we're very thank you from you guys because you guys give me an opportunity to doing an interview with all of you. And right now, we will ask you 5 questions, and this question is about e-grade experience. So maybe the first question is, how do you feel after being selected as awardee of e-grade scholarship 2022?
Terima kasih. Well, being an awardee of Great UE, I felt like I chosen someone to especially represent Zimbabwe, and I also feel encouraged to know more about Indonesia and also the way they do their education system. I think as an awardee also, I feel honored to be here right in Indonesia. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think when I received this offer, I was very happy. And since this was my dream to start abroad, and this came at the right time. Here in Indonesia, I'm enjoying a lot, and it will go a long way in my career path. Thank you very much.
Okay, maybe I'll go on to the next question. How did you find information about the UE scholarship?
Yeah, it was a circular within the service, so they advertise and that there are vacancies at UE, so those who want to apply, they apply. So I get through this, the employer and the Facebook and some social medias. Yes.
Thank you very much. As my colleague has rightly indicated, the offer came through the government of Zimbabwe, and we want to first of all acknowledge that it was through them that we get to know about this UE Great Scholarship. So when the offer came, only a few people applied because the offer came very late, but we managed to succeed. From the website, the deadline was extended, and we managed to submit our applications. So when we were selected, that's when we notified the employer that we've been offered the scholarships from UE, Indonesia. So we got to know all about UE grades through our employer, who is the government of Zimbabwe, and we also want to thank the government of Zimbabwe for what it has done for us, because without them we wouldn't have been in Indonesia, and we also wouldn't have known about Universitas Indonesia.
Okay, thank you so much. So you guys know about the information about this OE grid is from website and some other from social medias and also government informations, right? Okay, so the next question is, what interesting things or advantages of this scholarship have motivated you to register actually? Maybe from you first.
Okay, advantages that I've seen, they range from learning about Indonesian culture. We also get to learn how the education system in Indonesia is like, and also we get to know more about how to interact and how to learn with a new language. You know, when you're in your own country, you're getting knowledge from various dialects within the country. So when you get to go out, you get to learn the new dialect, like Bahasa. It's still new to us, and it's quite an interesting language to learn. So that's one of the advantages, because from a broader perspective, since we live in a global village, we get the opportunity, you know, to have more in terms of our language. So we can you say, like, you get to say, I put this language that I know from Indonesia, also I put this language that I get to know from visiting a certain area, you know. So that's one of the major advantage, because we live in a global village. Maybe one of these days you'll get to be invited to the embassy, you know. When someone speaks, even if you can't speak that fluent in that language, you can be able to understand and comprehend what is being said. So that is a added advantage to us. And also I want to say an added advantage as well is that you get to interact with a lot of people. People of different ethnic groups, and you get to understand how they do their things, how they operate, and how they value values, beliefs, and norms. And you get to actually appreciate the difference in those areas. And also another advantage that I have seen with UE Great Scholarship is when you're here, you get to meet people who are so lovely. They actually assist you when you face challenges. They are very sociable, very lovely, and they help you in a long way. Even if you fail to understand some of these things, they'll just say, it's okay, I will help you. That's another advantage with this. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I think the most advantage with OE, it offers quality education, and in terms of ranking academically, it's one of the universities that there were no shocks, culture shocks, because it's like Indonesian people believe in collectivism where you are there because I am. So we help each other, they work as a team, so they are very helpful, they assist each other, so everything was fine. I think it's one of the best opportunities.
Okay, thank you so much. But actually, I just want to make sure that you guys just tell us that that's the opportunities of being an Indonesian awardees at this time. But at the very first, why it have to be Indonesian?
Okay, what I can say is it was not Indonesia per se. I got an offer from Germany. I got an offer from UK, and since all those are good education countries, countries with good education, with Indonesia it was different. Being from the Asian side, and we wanted to experience more of it. We read more about the life in Indonesia, and since I've got a background in some of the countries, so I wanted to experience the Indonesian way of life, the Indonesian way of education. So in particular, I felt I should be in Indonesia, and as a way of living through a global village. You don't have to limit yourself to one faculty. With United Kingdom, you go, you learn English, they will require British English, same applies with Germany. So with Indonesia, it was different. There's the advantage of learning bahasa. So with learning bahasa as a new language, you are also equipping yourself as a person and as an individual. So in terms of value addition, you have added something to you as a person, and you get to have that even on your market value as a person. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, to me basically, I think it is an advantage because OE. It's one of the best universities in the world, and I think to be here in Indonesia, that was my dream. I wanted to be here in Indonesia, to learn what Indonesia do, what people do, their culture, the way of life, especially language also. I want to learn this language. It's interesting and to associate with people of Indonesia. Yeah, I think those are some of the forces that made me to join this OE.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, for the next question. When applying for a scholarship, have you encountered any challenges? Would you tell us more about it? Thank you.
Yeah, basically, since it was online application, I think challenges of networks, at times, on top of that, the deadline was very short. Although they extended it, it was an advantage. Yeah, at times, some of the words were in Bersama, so you could do Google translation, here and there. But it was not that difficult. That is why we managed to apply. Thank you.
Okay, well, as for me, the challenges ranges from meeting the deadline. When I got to know about the deadline, I was disheartened. Yeah, I just said, wow, let me just continue with the application. Maybe I might be successful. And another challenge that I faced during the application was the language. Since the website was in Bahasa and you couldn't really figure out exactly what was being said then. So that was another challenge. However, with the advent of technology, you can actually use Google Translate and you can get to know what is being said and what is being required on the website. And also another challenge that we faced was that of network. The network was not on our side. Sometimes it's not stable. So you actually be saying, I hope my submission is received. I just pray that they see all my papers in order. Because sometimes when you be filling out these forms, and especially the application online, it will cut and say restart submission. So that's one of the challenges. Then also another challenge was that of the different time zones. In Zimbabwe we are behind with 7 hours. So when you are being asked to submit something 8 o'clock in the morning Indonesian time, in Zimbabwe it will be like around 2 a.m. in the morning or 3 a.m. So during that time you are forced to be alive and waking up in the middle of the night so that you will be able to meet the deadline. I think those were the challenges that we faced during the application. And another challenge was when we asked to submit our WhatsApp numbers. We submitted the numbers, and when we got to give the numbers, some of us, they failed to get through to the WhatsApp numbers. I don't know what was the contributing factor to that. However, we were successful in that they used the alternative, which was our emails. So in my case in particular, it was through the emails. Thank you.
Okay, so the conclusion is the hardest part, or maybe the most challenging part to be an awardee is about the process of submitting the application, right? And then also the time zone differences. Okay, maybe will be the last question about why you are choosing UE, University of Indonesia, as well as public policy and analysis as your specialization.
Yeah, thank you. As I have alluded before that this is one of the best universities in the world. So that is why I chose to do my master's in public policy analysis. So as an employee of government, I'm a public employee, so I think this will give me the skill space in terms of how public administration is done. So I see to it that doing public policy analysis is one of the advantage, so that when I go back in my country, I'll be able to deliver my duties effectively and efficiently without challenges. So that is why I chose to do public policy analysis. I think that's all.
Okay, thank you very much, my colleague, Mr. Lexon Chuba. And thank you very much, your colleague. Well, as for me, when I got to know about Universitas Indonesia, I was curious to know more about Universitas of Indonesia. So it is one of the best universities in Indonesia, and is ranked in the top 10 amongst the universities in Indonesia. And also globally, it's within the 100 top universities. So that was a motivating factor to say. The reason why I opted for public policy analysis, it was because I work under the Ministry of Local Government, and we as PA leaders of devolution as we speak, and as well as the policy aspect, we get to coordinate policies when we are in Zimbabwe. So that was one of my key drivers for me to opt for public policy analysis. And also as an individual, I wanted to know how to effectively implement policies. You know, you have your weaknesses maybe as an individual, and you also see weaknesses maybe of maybe the citizenry. So you'll be wanting to impact that knowledge of policy analysis to the youth, and also to the policy actors, to say if there is going to be a change from what we learned, especially through the experiences in other countries. I will mention Indonesia. I think if we implement a policy in this line, it will go a long way in ameliorating some of the social ills. So as for me, that was one of the key drivers to go for public policy analysis, to improve the policy arena, to improve also my perspective in this knowledge of public policy area. Thank you.
Yes, actually you want to improve the policy arenas and also improve your perspective about study case in Indonesia. Okay, that's all from us, and thank you so much, but we're very sorry because we have to end this conversation.
We hope you enjoy your stay here in Indonesia, and if you have any closing statements for the future awardees of your scholarship, the time and place is yours.
Okay, thank you very much. I can just say thank you to the OE management. Thank you to everyone, the professors of this institute. Yeah, to the aspiring students of UE, I think this is the best university. This is one of the best universities. It has got quality education, quality programs that can even hit in everywhere in the world. I think it's one of the best universities. I think.
Okay, terima kasih banyak. For my closing remarks, I can say that to the aspiring awardees and students of UE, they should embrace coming to Universitas Indonesia with joy, with enthusiasm, because this is one of the best university to be at, and also to get to learn at Universitas Indonesia is good. And I want to also extend my gratitude to the family, that is the Universitas of Indonesia Management, and the faculty administrators, and also our buddies. Those are wonderful people, I tell you. So I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. They are such a wonderful and lovely family. And also to people in Zimbabwe, don't be afraid of learning Bahasa. Bahasa is a good language, you know. You get to learn how to speak it, and you get to love it. And thank you so much to you guys and the team.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, maybe we have to end this conversation, guys, and see you to the next podcast.
Sampai
See
jumpa
you.
lagi.